What's up, YouTube? What's going on, CCI family? You already know it's your main man back with the game plan one more time. Oh, you notice the money light is on because we up. And today we talking about none other than PLTR, Palantir. You already know. If you don't know, come from underneath that rock because we about to get it popping. So you know what time it is. Sit back, relax. Let's go. So before we get into today's events, real quick, for some of my intermediates out there in the stock game, right? I've been asked, Vince, when do you know it's time to actually marry a stock? Okay? Because for a lot of these stocks we dabble in, jump in and out of, we're just dating. Okay, so it's really kind of like relationships. To put it plainly, don't complicate it. You know, other than when the lady or so says, you know, it's complicated, you know, whatever. But don't complicate it. It's the same thing. For example, you might meet a nice young lady. And for my ladies that's watching it, just reverse it. So what's the first thing you did, or what's the first thing that attracts you? The appearance, right? Might be a gorgeous young lady. Might be a handsome young man. You might like the way they dress, the way they smell, the way they walk. But it's a physical thing that snaps you into that. Flip it to the stock. It's a company that's attractive. They're making money. They look good on the outside. You hear folks talking about them. They're popular. That physical attraction. Now, you go to the next step. Introducing yourself. Let them introduce themselves. You might ask those quick questions, right? What are your future goals? Where were you born? How old are you? Where'd you go to school? What kind of things interest you in life? Flip it to the stock. What are your goals for the future? You feel me? The same kind of things you would do in a relationship, you're doing with these stocks. Okay, now you're dating. Some time goes past. Everything's going okay, but the things you don't notice in the beginning of a relationship come to light as you're going through it. So now you notice this young lady, she got an attitude problem. Or she's not that clean in the house. Or so on and so forth, right? Same thing with the stock. Now you're invested in this stock, right? But you're noticing they ain't handling the money too correctly in here. Or the CEO of the stock of the company is an idiot. They need to get rid of him. Or so forth and so on. You feel what I'm saying? You're noticing things. Or you might be noticing the opposite. Things are really good. But you're delving more into it, right? More into the relationship or more into the stock. After a while, even though there's some negatives, some things you can deal with because there's more positives in the relationship or in the stock. And after time goes on so much, what do? It's time to pop the question. Because you're going to be in this for the long haul. You see yourself in it for the long haul. Now, it's time to dig deeper and marry the stock. And when I say marry it, it means you're not in it for the 3-6 month, 1 year period. No, you're looking for the 3, 5 to 10 year period with this. You feel me? So don't overcomplicate things. Now, Palantir, I was married a long time ago. It didn't take much to know that this company, we were going to have a long-lasting relationship. Let me show you a little bit about them.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for the evening. Alex Karp is co-founder and CEO of arguably the hottest AI and data analytics company around. But he is not a trained technologist. Best known as a pioneer in defense tech, Palantir Technologies provides top-secret counterterrorism and battlefield analytics, and now uses similar tools to help fuel corporate America's unending appetite for market intelligence. Raised in Philadelphia by his Jewish pediatrician father and black artist mother, who encouraged him to ask hard questions and solve tricky puzzles, he describes himself as a Jewish, racially ambiguous dyslexic, adding, "So I can say anything." Prepare yourself. But many of our members know what Palantir does. Some I'm sure don't. Hopefully they're shareholders. Some I'm sure don't. For those who don't, how would you describe what you guys do, what you bring to your customers?
The most important thing we've done for you is help establish dominance on the battlefield with the DoD and stop hundreds of terror attacks. And so that's we have a thriving commercial business. It grew 71% last quarter, and we're at a pretty significant scale. And we make money on our money, which is unusual in software. People have growth, but no profitability. We have a lot of both. But the reason for that is a little more technical. There's hundreds of use cases we're doing in the commercial space. But the basic, we were years ahead for lots of reasons of anticipating what operational AI would mean, meaning AI where you make more money or your revenue goes up and your costs go down. And our platforms are built to use large language models and machine learning in a way that is actually operationally effective. And we had a relatively privileged insight into how you would do that, and built this thing called an ontology, which manages large language models in a way where they become crazily useful, both commercially and actually on the battlefield. And so typical use cases are underwriting, managing, acquisition of real estate at scale, construction at scale, supply chain management, anywhere we have volatility, understanding the true cost of inputs into your enterprise, which is super hard to do at scale, especially if things are shifting or there are disruptions. Reimagining your business into a digital as opposed to a non-digital business. And then our claim to fame really is we absorb the risk of creating value, which is the typical way you build software. The vulgar version, I won't use, the way you're taught to build a software company is, your customer thinks they're getting laid, but they're getting effed. And we used to internally say, no, we're in the mutual pleasuring business. Both sides should be happy. And so we absorb the risk of value creation. So like you will make more money, your enterprise will work better. That's been a bonanza, and we're pretty much alone in doing that in the world. But the truth is...
Hey CCI family, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the latest updates on Palantir Technologies' ticker symbol, PLTR, one of the most talked about AI and data analytics companies in the market. We'll cover their most recent earnings, major partnerships, and new contracts that could shape their future. Let's get into it. Palantir just reported Q2 2025 earnings, and the numbers are solid. The company posted $678 million in revenue, marking a 27% year-over-year growth. Their government segment saw a 23% increase, while the commercial sector surged 33%, driven by strong demand for their artificial intelligence platform, AIP. Profitability remains a key focus. Palantir reported $126 million in net income, maintaining its streak of 5 consecutive profitable quarters. CEO Alex Karp emphasized that AI adoption is accelerating, and Palantir is positioned as a leader in enterprise AI solutions. Palantir continues to secure high-value contracts, reinforcing its dominance in AI-driven defense and commercial analytics. $795 million U.S. Army contract. Palantir extended its Maven Smart System deal with the Department of Defense, bringing its total contract value to over $1 billion. This system enhances AI-powered battlefield intelligence, making it a critical asset for military operations. Nebraska Medicine Partnership. Palantir is expanding its footprint in healthcare AI, partnering with Nebraska Medicine to improve predictive analytics for patient care. BP Energy deal. Palantir secured a contract with BP, leveraging its AI platform to optimize energy production and sustainability efforts. These deals, and many more, highlight Palantir's dual focus, strengthening its government contracts while aggressively expanding into commercial AI applications. Palantir's stock has been on a wild ride. After hitting an all-time high of $133.49 on May 15, 2025, the stock pulled back 10%, but remains up 67% year-to-date. Analysts are mixed. Some argue that Palantir's valuation is stretched, trading at a forward PE of 397x, while others believe its AI-driven growth justifies the premium. Looking ahead, Palantir is doubling down on AI, expanding its commercial partnerships, and securing long-term government contracts. If they continue executing, PLTR could remain a top AI stock for years to come. So what do you think? Is Palantir still a buy, or is it overvalued? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this update helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stock insights. Talk to you again soon. Back to you, Vinny.
That's Vince. You're getting a little too comfortable.
Oh, my bad, Mr. Sensitive. I mean, Vince.
You know what? Anyway, I might have to find me a new assistant soon. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, you know the saying. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. Let's check the numbers on Palantir. Okay, as far as the one day, which was Friday at close, we're up $131.78 per share. Almost 8% on that day alone. Okay, not only that, let's take a look at the 1 year. Remember what I always tell you, follow the trend, right? Look at this trend. That trend almost matches the S&P for years. And this isn't just for 1 year. This has been for years. This is a trend on Palantir. Okay? And remember, they started as a $10 IPO in 2022. They're at $131. It's 2025. Bell ringing? Wedding bells, maybe? Okay. So, and even on the 1 month scale, if you take a look, we were down in May a little bit, in the beginning of May, and then it was off to the races again. Okay? Their earnings reports, they knock them out the box and beat earnings every single time. Okay? Mr. Alex Karp, a great CEO, great leader, with a great team behind him. I like to call him the mad scientist, because you see how he looks like Einstein, right? The man's on top of his game, doesn't bite his tongue. Solid foundation, solid company. All right. So yeah, that's with Palantir. All right. Again, can't tell you to buy, hold, to sell, but you feel me? Kind of a no-brainer with Palantir. Not falling off till the wheels fall off. You feel me? And there's no sign of that. They have so much growth to go. It's amazing. All right. So I just like to thank y'all again for spending this time with me today. talking about Palantir and marrying and how to marry a stock. If you've learned anything, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and let's keep this thing moving forward, okay? I'm going to bring you, again, more information on options. Just what? I'm bringing it to you in the right way. Not to scare you off with tactics like you can make $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in a day. Yes, you can, but there's a lot more to that. So I'm going to bring it to you in a way that's realistic, where you can realistically make thousands a day, per week. We'll get into it. All right. So y'all have a wonderful, fantastic, and financially blessed week ahead. All right. And have a blessed one all together. Chump Change to see you here on the next one. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.